From the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, you are tuned in to the best of Matt Connarton Unleashed. We have some very special guests in studio with us. We've got the band Horsefly Gulch here, and let me bring those mics up there. And this is Adam. Let's start with you, and let's have you all before you play. We'll have you tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
All right,
you get to go first because I've known you the longest.
All right. Hey, my name's Adam Cody, and I play drums.
All right,
that's pretty much it.
All right, and you, sir?
Hello, I am Paul Davidson, and I play bass and also do some backing singing and some percussion as well.
Yes. You got for those not watching online, you've got a what do you call that? A horse a horse tambourine? I don't know.
Well, it's
horse head on a stick.
That's it.
Yeah,
a horse on a stick.
Kind of a Godfather vibe. Did you wake up one day with that and you were like, oh, I'll put a tambourine on it?
I woke up. He was looking at me, and that's it.
All right, very good. And you, sir?
That thing has horror movie written all over it. By the way, I think he found it at some yard sale somewhere, and it's going to be haunting the studio for the rest of it.
Yes.
My name is Steve Hadachuk. I go by Steve and Scott sometimes, depending on the day. I play guitar and I sing in Horsefly Gulch.
Very good. Well, so what we're going to do is these guys are going to play live for us, which I'm really looking forward to, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we're going to talk and catch up on everything these guys are doing. But what do you guys? And we'll have to kind of sound check on the fly. But I'm pretty good at that. Cool. It ends up sounding surprisingly good in this room, actually. What are you guys going to play for us?
This is a song called "Burn the Breeze."
Burn the breeze. All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I don't love the come down. Puts me back at the start. There must be another way to mend this broken heart. You were the childhood love of mine, my greatest mistake. And as I walked away, I heard your voice call my name, and I hear your voice call my name. Let's burn the breeze together. Let's not waste any time. Burn the breeze together and get away this time. Hey! La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. This river flows deep all the way to the sea, and I swear from the desert to the trees, you ain't ever getting rid of me. No. Let's burn the breeze together. Let's not waste any time. Let's burn the breeze together
Oh, fantastic. Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. If you're just joining us, Horsefly Gulch is here with us in studio. What we'll do is we'll take a break. We'll let you guys put your stuff down and get comfortable. And I'll while we do that, I'm gonna play an old Mindset X song. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
What should I play from Oceans? I got Oceans pulled up here.
I think we're always a fan of Island.
Island. Okay. No swears in it, obviously.
I don't think
I don't know,
so.
how much time do you have?
Yeah, there's a good 12-minute song on there if you really want to go crazy.
No, that's all right. We'll go with so Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Island it is. All right, and then we'll come back and we'll talk with these guys. Check this out. This is Island Mindset X, and we'll explain to everyone why I figured I'll play a Mindset X song.
Constant reflection staring back at me. An ugly reminder of the way things used to be. The waves wash up in with no care at all, but at the same time, they wash the fear away. Listen to the silence breaking, showing the way. Listen to the silence breaking, showing the way. Is there anyone who cares? Am I just an island surrounded by the world and its fears? Is there anyone who knows these open roads, hearing only what we want to hear? Yeah. They tell you the danger, they show you the way, they program you dreaming and map out your days. And heaven the silence when you walk astray. You can follow the road with the life that you sow and live in these walls of clay. With one hand towards the sun, I've been where I've begun. With one hand towards the sun, I've been where
That's cool. That is Island from the band Mindset X. And you guys know what happened to those guys, or you ever see them?
Well, actually, that beast is taking a nap right now. It's hibernating, but not dead.
I think last time I saw him, they were in Aruba. So,
There you go. There you
Getting
go.
a tan.
If you're just joining us, we are joined in studio by the guys from Horsefly Gulch. But were all three of you also in Mindset X at
Yes.
the same? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that band was around for a long time. Now, does the new project replace that, or will Mindset X continue in the future as well?
It's in addition to that, I mean, again, after 20 years, it's in hibernation, the Mindset X.
Yeah.
But we're focusing just on the new project right now. But
Yeah.
the old one's not dead. It's just sleeping.
Yeah, there actually is an album written too.
Right. We've
Oh, no
that's ready to
kidding.
be
we've got an
released.
album in the can.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
it's kind of a weird story, actually, when now that you kind of reflect on it. Like, so before the whole COVID thing hit, right, we were gearing up to write a new album as Mindset X, and then COVID hit, right, so we couldn't get together for a little while, and then by the time we started going back, like a couple years later, getting back together and rehearsing those songs, we were like, man, these songs, they feel really old now because they were like 3 years old at that
Yeah.
point, right? And we were like, all right, well, we can't just not record them. Like, we spent all this time writing them.
Yeah.
So we did record them,
Right.
and we released a couple of them, and then we just said it's just time for something a little bit different, right? You do metal for 20 years straight. Mm-hmm. I think you are. Mindset X was never so much this, but locked inside a box of what you could particularly do as a band.
Yeah.
When you're expected to kind of put out a certain style of music, right?
Yeah.
And I think we just came to a point where we were like, you know what? Let's try something new.
Does do any of those songs make it into this project, or do you keep them completely separate?
Completely separate.
Yeah. Is that the plan going forward, or is there a chance of anything kind of crossing
I
over?
think that's the plan.
Yeah.
I do. I mean,
I can tell you from a personal perspective, we've discussed this, I think, as a band, is not only is it something new from a musical perspective, but I think it's something new that's challenging us for me anyway, not to cover things up with distortion or, to see if I can actually play something, cleaner, because there's a lot more room for mistakes when people can hear
Oh yeah.
you as a three-piece and there's nothing behind it that's dirty or grunty or into that. And I don't think that those songs would fit particularly what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because to be honest, I think the last Mindset X stuff was probably the most proggy stuff we've done. So,
right. And
Maybe
the
it's
other
too.
thing is, the new stuff is flowing, unlike anything we've done in years. Like we're basically writing a new song almost every time we get together.
Oh wow. Cool.
We've been doing this pretty much just since the turn of the year, and
Yeah.
a new year, new project.
Yeah.
And we're already on like 10 songs. I mean, it takes a little while to record them, but
Yeah.
they're in the set. We can come out and play them live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another full album written,
Right.
pretty much.
Right.
Wow.
So we shouldn't have to, write another 10. We shouldn't have to pull anything,
By the way, our friend Texas Mike, although you might know him as Michael Martineau, but around here we call him Texas Mike. He's in the chat room.
Nice.
And he says, I know Steven, a.k.a. The Deviant Music, through Ed Murphy and Ellie Murphy. We saw him at Clemento's Pizza in Manchester.
Yeah, he was spotted.
and you heard that fantastic commercial just about 15 minutes ago, I think, didn't we?
Not even.
Michael, how are you, buddy?
It plays in my mind all the time.
I can imagine. It is catchy. It is catchy.
It is, yeah. Clemento's Pizzeria. People get mad at me for singing it, but it really does get
Can we
stuck
steal
in my
that
head.
for a riff? Maybe?
Well, I can't. I didn't write it, so I can't. But yeah, have at it. I cannot imagine under any circumstances where anyone would. sue
And we
you-
also
sue
do
you for it.
commercial jingles.
That's right.
There you go. There you go. Now, are you guys playing out a lot with this project, or?
Well, we just did our first show, a month ago?
Yeah.
And then we've got
Right down the street.
one coming up in Dover, down at the Strand. That's a new venue for us.
Oh yeah, Edgewise is in the chat room, and they just posted a picture of them at the Strand.
Nice.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
like a cool room.
It's nice because one, it's all ages, and two, it's just a beautiful venue.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was all ages. That's hard to find.
It is. It is, and that's
It
mean
is.
that's important. I think that's
Yeah.
something we've been missing out on a lot.
Oh yeah,
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 definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And is that the show? Is Dust Prophet on that show?
Yes.
well?
They are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dust Prophet, of course. I used to be in a band with Otto Kinzel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Chemical Distance. So yeah, they're incredible. Have you guys seen Dust Prophet live?
No,
We're
not yet.
gonna in a couple
Very,
weeks.
very intense.
It'll be a fun night because they actually asked us. We talked about this a while back as Mindset X, and we joined the bill as Mindset X.
Oh.
back 4 or 5 months ago, whenever we discussed it.
Yeah.
And so then a couple months ago, I texted the little chat group and I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you guys know we have like a Western rockabilly thing. Mindset X is kind of sleeping." Even though it doesn't really fit with any of the stylistic stuff going on,
Yeah.
can we just change the name? And they were like, "Yeah, cool, let's do it." So
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
be a really cool night of music. And I think we've always been about screw the genre, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just get
Yeah.
a bunch of bands together that love what they're doing and open people's minds to listening to different styles of music, right? And
Oh, yeah.
always been about that.
Yeah, we got a couple other lined up too. We got one right down the road at the Shaskeen, which
Oh.
that's where our first show was.
Oh, excellent.
We'll be back there on the 16th of June, I believe.
Yep.
And then the
Pit-
23rd
Pit-
up at Area 23.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite new little hangout there.
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
close to me.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Edgewise says at the Strand. I assume it's Chris in there. He says all ages for those UNH kids at the Strand.
Nice,
that
nice.
makes sense. But why do I hear a lot of good things about Area 23? I've been there, but not for a long time. What is it? But everybody's talking about it, not just because if they happen to be close, but everyone's giving it rave reviews.
Yeah, Kirk up there is one of the biggest supporters of local music
Oh.
north of Manchester.
Kirk McNeil.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
You can go in there any given night. There's live music. He's got open mics Wednesdays. I just saw an incredible band there. Dan
yeah.
Bedrosian and the Secret Army.
Okay.
He's part of P-Funk.
Oh.
And he's playing.
I've interviewed him.
Yeah, in that little room.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling, you know.
Yeah. He was on the show. This was a few years ago now. It was,
Nice.
it was before COVID. But cool. Now, so when you guys play live with this project, how many songs do you have that you do live?
Right now we've got 10.
Oh, okay. That's,
Right.
that's pretty solid.
Yeah, we
Is that
still only
45
had
minutes?
9. Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour,
Yeah.
depending on the jam mood.
Very good. Very good. Horsefly Gulch in the studio with us, and these guys played live earlier. So if you missed it, you definitely want to go back and check the archive. And Paul, all right, tell us the story. So again, for those who are, of course, you've got. I'll let you describe it. Your instrument of choice that you brought today.
So yes. So being a unique band, we decided to try different instruments and stuff. In fact, Steve does a little mandolin here, a little
Banjo there.
banjo there, and I was like, oh, I need something, right? And so we came up with the song. Actually, we just played "Burn the Bridge," and there's space in the middle, in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to just kind of stand there.
Right.
So being Horsefly Gulch, we were out, me and my wife, and we were looking for props and stuff like that we could use.
Yeah.
And this happens to be one of them. And what it is, it's one of the old riding horses on
Yeah.
a stick that the kids used to go around in. And we added a little tambourine to it, and now you can witness it live.
Yes. Yeah.
And you might see somebody dancing around with it as well.
Does the when it squeaks, has that made it in any of the songs, or do you just do the?
Oh, it definitely
I think
will.
that was
Yeah.
the debut.
Yeah,
Burn the Breeze. That was the debut of Horsey.
yeah.
Oh, very good.
The only thing it's missing is a name.
Yeah.
So we don't have a name
Yeah,
yet.
if anyone
for
in the
horse.
chat wants to
Ooh.
name the horse, please feel free.
We have a contest. Yes.
The winner gets to name the horse.
And a free sticker at the next show.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Where do you guys record? Because everything, and this has been the case, not only with this band, but with the previous band, everything sounds really good. Just
Thank you.
sounds really good. Where do you record? I assume it's changed over the years, but
I'm happy to say that this Every Horsefly Gulch song thus far has been recorded at our own recording studio. So
excellent.
over the last 5 or 6 years, I've been kind of revamping and kind of rebuilding that whole thing.
Yeah.
Saving here and there and buying little pieces of equipment and figuring out actually how to use it.
Yeah.
So I think I finally got to a point where I feel relatively comfortable and releasing stuff to the public and It's definitely going to help us out because when Adam is ready to lay tracks, we just throw the mics up and go and don't have to go anywhere else. It's beautiful. Not to say that we might, there's still always the chance of saying, let's go somewhere else that sounds different or get a producer behind it or something happen. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But I think from a convenience standpoint and from my own personal, holy crap, I can actually do this standpoint.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to have that. So
Yeah, no doubt. Has it always been that way? Like even with the early Mindset X stuff, did you guys do
in
it
the
all
early
yourselves?
days? In the early days, we started off probably the first 2 or 3 recorded at Steve's, and then can't remember the first place we went into, but Drumlin Downs, we did like 3 full CDs there.
Oh yeah.
With Brian Sachs,
rest in peace, Brian.
Yeah.
And we've also recorded at what's Jay's
Oh yeah, Jay
Metronome.
Yep, Metronome.
down at Metronome,
Or Oak Hill, like as he calls it.
right? Oak Hill, and mastered at Metronome.
Yep.
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 Yeah.
So we think, at the end of the day, I think we want to try something different, right? And I think, I think every band wants to have a different sound. And if you stay in the same place all the time, you get bored.
Oh, sure.
And I think we didn't want to do that. We wanted to like try to branch out, and
Yeah.
branching out for us was branching in, really, right? And I think it's been great. It's nice to go in my studio at 11 p.m. and work till 1.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have that luxury.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to live in an era where, you have so many different options as
Totally.
far as how you record,
And like we said, we did the original, the first couple of Mindset X albums we did at home too.
Well, the first one was fun. It was like 2 microphones hanging in a room,
Yeah.
And we did this whole concept album with just these 2 chintzy mics hanging.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait,
funny,
don't we still use
That's
the
out of
same
print.
mic?
I was gonna say funny story
One of the
behind that.
one of the mics I just recently found is
Oh.
a old Radio Shack condenser with a little switch on it. You put a
No kidding.
AA battery in there.
Oh wow.
And we found that, and it still works. So like, let's use it.
We use it as
Wow.
we use it as a drum overhead in both of those songs.
No kidding. I'll be damned. Wow, that's amazing. It still works.
That's our lo-fi sound.
That's cool. Yeah.
I bought that back when there was a Radio Shack in West Franklin. If anybody knows the area, that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Jeez, yeah. There used to be Radio Shacks everywhere. I think they're all gone, right? Did
Most
they
of them,
completely
yeah.
close?
So they back online, I saw, but I don't think you can go in these stores.
Gotcha. Yeah, Adam, when I first met you, way back, I was working at Strawberries on Loudon Road in Concord.
Yeah.
And I remember you brought in a CD. You brought in a CD for me to check out, Liquid Native.
Yeah, my first band.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was, now, whatever ended up happening with, because I remember actually going to see you guys live too at, I can't remember.
Sharkies.
No.
No?
Well, I might have seen you there, but I also saw you in Concord.
Oh, Chantilly's in Concord.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the good old days when there was, bigger clubs up there. And I mean, it's coming back. It is nice.
Whatever happened to that band?
In the end, it was just like oil and water, when everything settled, we all just kind of went our separate ways.
Yeah. The singer, I can kind of still remember him. He was like wasn't he like a big like biker dude who very intimidating?
Yeah, he was stocky.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I can still picture the cover too. It was a black and white photo.
Yeah.
And I think you guys might have been at railroad tracks.
We were on the stairs up at the
stairs.
Army Corps of Engineers Dam up in Franklin.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, after that, was Mindset X next for you after that band?
No,
or-
I had one more small project that lasted maybe a year. It's called Sick Mystic, but
name's familiar.
yeah, there is a CD floating around out there. There's maybe like 100 copies in existence.
Yeah.
I think you still have that email address, don't you?
That's still my email. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Now, what about you guys? Obviously, Mindset X has been around for a long time, but have there been other projects too along the way? Or
Definitely for me. So, like, I actually was trying to think about this the other day. So I'm up to like it's over 30 years I've been playing on the music scene.
yeah,
And with can't say my first band, but the first gigging band was Hollywood East, which was out of Manchester here.
oh, okay,
And it was hair rock, hair metal, whatever you want to call it.
it's a cool name, Hollywood East.
Hollywood
I like
East.
that,
It was a lot of fun.
yeah.
So I went from that to a punk jazz band up in Maine called Pog Soldier, and then some variations of other bands. I started also recording the OBE show, which is a all-day experience of music and art and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
wow.
Free-form music, so very experimental stuff. And
Yeah.
and then before Mindset X, before I joined on with them, I also was part of it was a instrumental progressive hard rock band. I got to think about that.
Yeah.
Called Dreamline. And so
I remember Dreamline.
really,
I do. Did I say? Okay. Did you ever? Now I can't remember the name of the venue. I feel like I saw you. Did you play out a lot with Dreamline?
we did a good amount of shows. In fact, we actually played with Mindset X a few times as well.
Because I feel like I saw Dreamline live. I can't remember where though. I thought I had it, but I remember Dreamline. Yes.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
played a show down at Millie's. It was Dreamline, Mindset X.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somebody
might
else.
have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been that one.
Oh, actually, now that you say it, it very well might have been. I think it's coming back to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which could have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mad Bob's could have
Or
been
Mad Bob's.
Or Mad Bob's. Yeah.
You know, but we played
miss
down
Mad
in
Bob's.
Boston. We played Somersworth. We actually got down into New York City as well with that band.
Yeah.
So just all throughout the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the Northeast, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Steve?
So I started a band right out of high school, or was part of a band anyway, called Salem, which was kind of a, I guess, progressive rock band, I guess. And that did pretty well for a while, actually. And then Salem kind of disbanded, a couple members left. We started a band called Sage, S-A-J-E, which was a little bit out there. But we did again pretty well for a little while. And then I think you and I met from a Craigslist ad or something, right? And then
Yeah, I think it was New England Rocks. It was
Yeah, yeah,
called.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that one?
Yep, I do. I
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
He was, bass player and singer guitarist looking for drummer, and I was the drummer looking for them. And
Yep.
we got together and we're like, you know what? Let's just start from scratch. New name, new
Yep.
songs, new everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't draw anything from my past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We used to practice at that first practice space was the town clerk of Atkinson's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Town clerk's basement.
Yeah, Linda.
Oh, how'd you end up in Linda's basement practicing?
Don't ask.
I knew a light guy named Gary
Yeah.
who lived in Atkinson who liked Salem, and he was a fan of that Salem Sage stuff, my old past bands. And then we were looking for a place to practice again, and he was friends with the town clerk, and she just loved music, right?
Oh.
And she was all about that.
Oh, cool.
And I remember many nights, 3 a.m., trying not to wake them
Unloading our
up
stuff,
there was like
yeah.
the stairs from hell.
Yeah.
That went down there. You'd like have to carry these. Back then everything was gigantic and
Oh,
heavy,
yeah.
right? So you're trying to do this at 3 a.m, and but great times. We probably still have equipment in those cupboards downstairs.
Might be some
Wow.
PA speakers down there if
Right.
anybody wants it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been quite an interesting ride, and I think the cool thing about Horsefly Gulch is it feels like we're kids again. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely all new.
Yeah, we're not super old by any means, but I think from a musical perspective, it's fun and exciting to be able to write new stuff with nothing kind of confining you.
Yeah.
And the fact that the songs just keep flowing, and that's from a musician standpoint and an artist standpoint, that's you don't want to put a stop on that.
Right,
So
of course.
I think we're kind of taking whatever the heavens gives us and running with it here. So.
By the way, I've been told in the chat room, Edgewise played with Sage a bunch back in the day.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
remember that.
Yep.
Wow.
So Edgewise, you're 26 too, right?
We're all 26 here.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we've got the guys from Horsefly Gulch here in studio with us. Also, we'll just say hello to everybody in the chat room. I did mention Edgewise in there. And, Steve, I see you're in there. Excellent. And Texas Mike, of course, we mentioned earlier. Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont. We have Abort 7, who is from, of course, Greensboro, North Carolina. They use a lot of hashtags there in Greensboro. It's very interesting. Now, JFed is in the chat, of course, from the great state of Vermont, and he has a question, and he asks this of all the musical guests. He's kind of shopping around, and I think he's running out of time. I think he has to have this figured out by September. Do you guys play birthday parties?
I think we'll play anywhere as long as no one throws anything sharp at us.
Okay.
So yes.
Now I must. Now he didn't bring up this part yet in the chat room, but I feel a duty to forewarn you about this before you even entertain any such agreement. He will probably invite you. I don't think this is compulsory if you go there and play necessarily, but he will probably invite you to join him in an ice bath. I don't know how you all feel about that. Personally, I find the idea terrifying, hypothermia, things like that. But apparently it can be very healthy and refreshing, I guess. I don't know.
I'm up for that. I would do it.
Yeah, if it's 90 degrees out after we're done playing, covered with sweat, I'll hop in some ice.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of it, but yes.
All right. There you go. These might be your guys, J-Fed. These might be the guys to do that.
We'll write a song called Frozen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we're going to all go home like Han Solo.
There you go. Jenny is in the chat room and says, Shalom, peeps from Reagan Airport in D.C. Yes, she's flying back from Washington, D.C. today.
Nice. Hello.
Very exciting. Yes.
Hello.
So now what's the strategy as far as, because you kind of told me this off air, but what's the strategy as far as releasing new music with this project? They're coming out one at a time every however often?
Yeah. As quick as we can put them together and get them out, but have them sound decent.
Yeah.
So we've been averaging 6 to 8 weeks. Would like to hit 6 every time, obviously.
Yeah.
But we're just going to try and keep releasing songs every 6 weeks and until we don't,
Yeah. Is the idea to eventually have enough that because I've seen a lot of artists do this now where they release a single, like every 4 or 6 weeks, whatever it is, and then eventually those singles at a certain point become an album.
Yes.
So that's exactly what the plan is. So if you're looking at something particularly like Spotify, right? We're kind of doing the waterfall release method, right? Which we released the one that got away, which is our first single, and then we just released Snake Dance, which you played. And theoretically, Snake Dance is on an EP, right? So you see, if you go on Spotify, you'll see those 2 songs, and then you'll see 3 songs in a couple of weeks. You'll see a 4th song. So eventually, all that stuff is going to come to fruition and be a full length album. At this point, to be honest, we'd like to do a vinyl run too, if possibly a double vinyl album, because as our crazy minds work and the way we've always loved progressive music, these songs actually represent a story. So one side is from one person's view of the story, and the other side is from another person's view.
Oh, okay.
So it's a unique kind of concept that we're kind of running with and seeing where it goes. So
yeah. Any plans for? I mean, there's a lyric video, I think, right, for the one that got away. Any plans for to do a proper because it seems like it's easier than ever to make videos. If you got an iPhone, and you can do some really amazing things.
Yeah, we actually are in the process of filming a video.
What was it?
Is it
first weekend in June or something?
Is it with the release? Or I think it is. Yeah.
Right. Well, yes. The next song should come with a video.
Oh, cool.
Both released on the same day.
Cool.
It will come with a video.
Will.
Excellent. Are you guys making that yourselves, or are you working with anybody on that?
A good friend of mine, Christian Patty. He will be helping us with the production part of it and stuff, and be doing most of the editing. He's he's a great friend and loves to take pictures and wants to take it a step further, and has worked with some video stuff before. So we are looking forward to having a real nice classic, whatever it comes out. But,
There may be snakes.
snakes or
Oh.
something like that. You never know.
Oh,
Video.
is it going to be for Snake Dance?
No, originally it was.
Oh, okay.
And the concept kind of holds true. It was nice and interchangeable. So
Yeah.
I think the next song I think we're releasing is called The Long Road, and from a single perspective, it's got that thing on it. That thing.
Yeah.
We don't know what that thing means, or if we all knew what that thing means, we'd all be millionaires, right? But I think
Right.
it's from a single perspective, we think it makes sense to kind of put the video behind this particular song.
Okay.
But in the concept for the Snake Dance and this they're actually close to each other in the story. So
Oh, okay.
from a video perspective, it's kind of easy to make that change. So
It's funny. I was having a conversation with somebody recently on the show about music videos, and because there are people who, I'm sure you guys run into it, there are people who have this idea that, since MTV stopped showing videos, I don't know if they show any at all anymore, a long time ago, that music videos are just like a completely dead medium. And it's like, there's really, if you go on YouTube, there's more. I mean, there's artists, of course, like major artists who have a lot of money. Like if Beyonce, puts out a new album, you'll get a video for every single song. There's actually more videos than ever.
I think I agree with you. I think a lot of people don't even know a song is released unless there's a video for it.
Yeah.
Right. And that goes down. Like when you say video now, it's reels, stories. There's, let's not even get into TikTok. Right. So
Right.
I think videos are more important than probably even the MTV days at this point, because that's all people do. We see it every day, right? You go anywhere, people just scrolling through their next thing, right? And that's how it is these days. So we've, as a band, we even in Mindset X, I think we were never very diligent about making good videos. I mean, we made a couple of good videos with Amanda. We made 2, I think, and I think that's as far as we went.
The first one, way back.
Yeah,
we did.
Oh yeah. Atmosphere had a video, and then we did Snake Oil
down
with
in
Amanda.
Boston and here and there.
So we got to get on that bandwagon. I think we've learned 30 years later. Maybe we should make some more videos.
Yeah. No, I think you're right though, that now it's more important than ever. Because especially now you make a video and then you can share it everywhere. And I remember being a kid, and I would with the VCR, I would record videos off of MTV. And I would
the Betamax.
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite that old, but I did do the VHS, and I remember Betamax. I know what it is, but it's funny that actually better quality, and yet that's the one that died. But yeah, I remember recording videos off of MTV and hoping that my favorite video would come on and I would record it, and it was a big deal. And then I'd get really upset if after a while the tape would wear out, and then it's like, oh, I don't have that video anymore, and that song's not popular anymore. They're never going to show it again.
Yeah.
Now I'm just screwed. And now in the year 2023, any music video I've ever wanted to see, I can just go on YouTube and type it in. It's amazing.
Such a crazy thing. Like the video thing, especially, and there's so many variables with that where like you have to keep in mind like the demographic that your band is kind of aiming for, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously if you're aiming for 18, 19-year-olds, it's all TikTok, Snapchat, and all that stuff. Yeah. But there is still a group, like if you're aiming for, 45-year-old, whatever, 50-year-olds, I mean, they still buy CDs.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of got to find that weird middle ground. You make a small CD run. At the same time, you're supposed to be on social media daily and all this fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's any social media mans out there, please give us a call.
Yeah.
Because this is not an easy thing to do. And
it's a lot to keep up with.
Constantly
Constantly changing and evolving. And who does that? Like, do you guys all just kind of handle that yourselves, all three of you? Right
Now we're just doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve does the majority of it, but I'm doing what I can. Paul and I are doing what I can to pitch in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Are there any live performances on YouTube? I didn't.
There's one. It's got the first 3 songs from the first show.
Oh, okay.
It's I actually requested it. So Tom O'Connor's friend there, I did request a copy of it, but I haven't got it yet. But there is one that should be floating around YouTube somewhere. And funny, it has the only, as Mindset X, we always wanted to write an instrumental, and we never did. And then
really, that surprises me.
Yeah, I don't know why. Every time we wrote a song, we're like, oh, this needs lyrics. Right. Yeah. But then we wrote The Outlaw, and The Outlaw was like, this doesn't need any lyrics. So it's the first instrumental we've ever written as a band is actually on this too. And that's actually recorded. It's on that video. So every time I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, like we finally did an instrumental. That's awesome.
We have a call. Hi.
Hi, Matt. It's Gary.
Hey, Gary. How you doing? We are short on time, my friend. So I'll just ask you to be terse, if you would.
No, I was just wondering if they would do like maybe NPR's Tiny Desk concerts.
Oh, I can imagine you guys on there.
We
Yeah,
would absolutely love that.
We actually talked the contact information for that.
We just actually talked about that last week in one of our little band meetings. So the answer would be we would definitely be exploring that option, and if we can somehow pull that off, we'll definitely promote the heck out of it. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
because I've seen a lot of the good. They got a lot of good groups and a lot of good people on there, and
and they do, and
it seems like I just saw a couple of them, and there was this Latin group, all girl, and they were playing with a sousaphone and some brass, and then girls, but they were really good. This girl was
nice.
she played 12 string and she played 6 string, and she was really good at it. So
very, very cool. Yeah, and they support all the genres too, which is nice. So
Yep.
we'll
Yep.
definitely see what we can do to get on there.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a good.
and if you guys do videos, maybe you could get Melanie to star in one of your videos.
I don't know who Melanie is, but
Yeah.
She's always looking for something like that,
Sure.
and
So
her
tell her
and
to
Jay
look us
Fed
up.
up in Vermont,
oh yeah, cool. Yeah, have her send us an email on our website, horseflygulch.com.
Yeah, might be
She's
looking for
a
extras.
big actress.
Cool.
Well,
yeah.
Huh?
well, if you go for the birthday party,
She's
you'll
she's
meet
a
her
sweet
there.
lady too. So she's a big actress. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right,
cool.
well, I'll let you go, Maddie. I know I talked too long, but I just wanted to put my 2 cents in on
Thank
that.
you very much, Gary.
No, thank you.
No worries, Gary. We appreciate the call.
Yeah, all right. And I love Jenny. Tell Jenny I'm so proud of her. I heard her. I'm so proud of her. So,
Absolutely, we'll do. We'll do. All right.
all
Gary.
right.
All right, Gary.
You
Thank
guys
you.
have a great evening. Talk
too.
to you
As
later.
well.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right. Very nice. That was our friend Gary, and we are nearing the end of the show. So before we run out of time, I want to make sure you mention, of course, where people should go online. Oh, question. Where does the name come from, by the way? Horsefly Gulch. It's a cool name.
Well, back in
It was
1982,
It was very spontaneous.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. We were on our bi-weekly or weekly little Zoom meeting that we do to try and move things forward when we're not physically together practicing or writing.
Yeah.
And we were just throwing around ideas, and one of us blurted it out like, hey, what about this?
Yeah.
It seemed to stick, And plus, it's hard to find a name nowadays. Everything's taken.
Right. Right.
You can go on these name generators online and stuff and come up with some 2 or 3 silly words that don't really make sense together.
Yeah.
That kind of made sense. And there's actually a Horsefly Gulch is a place in Idaho or
Idaho,
something,
yeah.
right?
Oh, no kidding.
There
It's
is a
it's
place.
literally
Huh.
a gulch. It's like in between 2 ravines or something.
we knew
Oh.
it'd be some sort of Western vibe because that was the style of music we were writing, right?
Yeah. Gulch.
Where
I mean,
it's not country by any means, but I think it definitely pays homage to a little bit of the rockabilly folky stuff, right? So we want something to fit that. And originally it was going to be the Barflies,
Right.
but then there's like
There's
7 million other
Oh,
bands
I was
called the
gonna-
Barflies.
I was gonna say,
8 billion,
yeah, I bet.
No matter what spelling you did or whatever, it didn't
the
matter.
barfly.
Yeah.
That didn't even work,
Yeah.
Right.
No, I like Horsefly Gulch. It's a good name.
It's we're pretty happy with
It's
it.
memorable.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. All right. So, what should people know about where to find you guys online? Keep up with what you're doing. Go to shows. Get your music. All of that.
I'm looking at you, Paul.
Well, you do most of the media.
I do. All right. So horseflygulch.com is our official website. And I think Instagram and Facebook are definitely the 2 social media platforms that we're kind of really into at the moment. Instagram will probably be the one that you'll find us on the most as we move forward. We do have a Bandcamp and there is a SoundCloud and all that fun stuff. But I think Facebook, Instagram, horseflygulch.com are kind of the main places. And obviously at the website, all the links are right up top. So you can
YouTube
kinda click.
too, right?
Yeah, YouTube, the videos will always be up on YouTube, but I'm not sure how much of a creator aspect we're going to be able to play with that because that just takes so much time. And
Yeah.
I don't think we chose that avenue
But
to
it
go
is
at this
on
point.
YouTube Music and,
It is.
and several other, pretty much all the
Yeah,
platforms.
All the streaming platforms are on. So if I could give any love out there and I could say if you could do anything for us to help the band out, go on Spotify, give us a like, add us to your playlist because that's where the 3 cents a month rolls in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, very good, very good. And we'll close out the show with is Snake Dance the current single or is it?
That's the newest one. Yep.
That's the newest one. So I played it earlier, but we'll close with it too.
Cool.
Great song.
Thank you.
I love both of them. But yeah, this is a great track. Gentlemen, Adam, Steve, Paul, thank you all so much.
Good to see
It
you
was
again,
nice
man.
to see you.
This has been wonderful.
the snake dance. At the start, and the venom fades. It comes and goes like crashing waves. The way the snake moves and my dance grooves and the bite stings, I feel the pain. I found a way to get down, shake off the dust of this town. I found a new romance. Oh, with this new snake dance. I found a way to get down, shake off the dust of this town. I found a new romance with this new stage dance. Yeah, I found a way to get down, shake off the dust of this town. I found a new romance. With this new snake dance. With this new snake dance. With this new snake dance.
From the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, you are tuned in to the best of Matt Connarton Unleashed. And we have a couple of fine gentlemen here on the couch. We have Cody Pope and Byron G. How are you guys?
Hey, doing great. Thanks so much for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and you guys are going to perform, and this is very cool. Have you ever performed sitting on a couch before?
Honestly, I think this is a first for us.
Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe. But
First time here, first time performing on a couch.
Yeah.
yeah, there it is.
There it is. Okay. Should I? All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
All right. Here we go.
This song title is called Kintsugi, off of our debut album together, Meet Me in Gate City. That is Cody Pope, and I am Byron G.
I turned 30 and felt I had a crack or two. People love to just sit back and laugh at you. Miraculously think that life is just gonna turn around. Same people always telling you to turn your frown. Turn it down, music loud, what neighbors? I do this for real ones and all my true players. Not no simp, thinking you flipping up quick. More like flipping bricks or cooking it like Bisquick. Shh, I had needles in my arm, money in the safe. Felt the treason from my dogs looking funny in their face. Almost sat down for a couple for defending the turf. This planet truly hates me, I'm no friend of the earth. Trailblazing, I don't need to ride a coattail. Things I've survived are the same things that most fail. Tried to ride the waves but couldn't fix a boat sail. While y'all listen to Hope's fall, I was watching Hope fail. Broken pottery, mended with the gold dust. Never ashamed to make repairs to the old us. Cracks in our armor only show we have history. If you don't get it, it don't mean it's a diss to me. Broken pottery, mended with the gold dust. Never ashamed to make repairs to the old us. Cracks in our armor only show we have history. If you don't get it,
It don't mean it's a diss to me.
you might catch me prowling down Vine Street, or at the crib, howling at my dime piece. Might see me at the record store chilling with my niece. Every song is a capsule like it's my diary. Diarrhea of the mouth, things I spit specific. They know I'm gifted like I float across the Pacific. You miss every shot that you don't take. Shoot so much you might meet me at my own wake. Wait. CB and BG like a soda in a three-piece. Like Jordan with the 3P. CD stuck on repeat. We like the hot boys, Turk, Juvie, and BG, man. We fresh as Manny when he making beats for Wheezy. Best believe me, being greedy get you left behind. Everybody meet their maker, friends with death and time. My breath is rhymes, mind crime, body shrine. Piss excellence with ease, might as well bottle up the wine. Broken pottery, mended with the gold dust. Never ashamed to make repairs to the old us. Cracks in our armor only show we have history. If you don't get it, it don't mean it's a diss to me. Broken pottery, mended with the gold dust. Never ashamed to make repairs to the old us. Cracks in our armor only show we have history. If you don't get it, it don't mean it's a diss to me. Preach.
Oh, you guys sound great.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, Cody Pope and Byron G are here with us live in studio. That was not a studio track. That is them performing live here. They're on the couch with us. And gentlemen, I have some good news if you want to keep going.
Oh, if you're going to twist my arm.
Because I'd love to hear more. Yeah, I figured out how to get that folder open.
Beautiful.
So you want just the next track?
Sure. So this track 2 is called Scary Stories. We just had this going throughout college radio in North America, and it was really cool to see how far it went. So
excellent.
It's kind of like the first proper single from the album, if you will. So shout out to everybody that helped make this one count. It's a little more rapidy rap than the last one.
Yeah, cool. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Shout out to DJ Myth on the scratches.
Manchester's finest.
Yes, sir.
Yo, don't talk to me about a rapper with no book of flames. Don't look away, I'll burn the bridge with one book of flames. Shook with shame, took a look and played a crooked game. Hooks are saying, but the words you say don't mean a thing. You own your masters cause nobody wants trash. Don't flaunt that, means a label won't call back. Do something of magnitude before flexing attitude. Say you don't give it up until people are mad at you. Only positive vibes, okay, you opportunist. Surround yourself with toxic people just to push your music. Integrity and sacrifice means honor before success. Can't be neutral when people be lying to the press. Here to remind minds that rappers are actors too. What's this man's intention with all the questions he asking you? Some clearly wanna run till they fall face first. Instead of going the slow climb, set the pace first. What tastes worse? When bitter friends becoming foes. With someone who plans to use against you what they know. All one and the same, all one and the equal. We both can't live, you gotta die before the sequel. Art gave me life, taking yours is not a problem. Heart plunge with a knife before they say they got him. This shit that I do, take every penny in breath. So no, I have no fear, I'm already friends with death. Why so serious? Cause life's so hard. Somehow, a lot of these frauds
So left me scarred.
trusted in people who wouldn't give me a crumb to live. Having to navigate humanity
It's dumb to live.
Still swinging, still fighting, not sure why trying. Y'all tough on song, Facebook, all crying. Probably sell your journal out for views. I'm the world's nightmare, nobody dreams of you. Preach. You guys will have to excuse me skipping out a couple phrases here and there, trying to keep it
clean,
keep it radio clean. So just but I love doing this. This is really cool, man. It's also a great way for us to share the album with people. I love this.
Oh, it's great hearing you guys live in the studio like this. This is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. It's been a while since we've got to perform or really rock these. We've been so busy with we both do like event planning and stuff like that, and we do a lot of booking of shows, and we run a record label together. So it's like it's been probably months since we've played a show, so it's nice to just even be here, kind of like flexing the muscle again.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of that stuff, and then if you guys want to do another track, I'd love to hear another track.
Absolutely.
In a few minutes. But tell me about now. So Cody, I've interviewed you, I think once, maybe twice.
Yeah, I think it was once.
Past.
It was like I want to say it was 2015 when you were doing Local Outbreak in Laconia.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
Now, how long have the two of you been working together? Because it sounds like you do a lot of stuff together, right?
Yeah, just over the last like 2 years now.
Okay.
We had met. We're both from Nashua, New Hampshire, so we met through like the Gate City hip hop community there.
Yeah.
And he had just sent me a couple beats, and what was going to be a couple songs turned into an album. Us doing the album turned into him coming on board to help me run the record label. And honestly, ever since we've like found this symbiosis in our partnership, things have just taken off tremendously for both of us. And I think we both attribute a lot of that to the partnership, because we'd both been out here. We've been out here for over a decade on our own, making waves, but not anything sustainable. And, now ever since we've put this album out, things have really opened up for us, fortunately.
Yeah. Now, do you guys always perform together at this point, or do you ever still do solo shows, or how does that work?
So he does solo shows as a producer.
Oh, okay.
So Cody Pope and Byron G, he produces all the music for us and is like composing all of that, working with any of the instrument players we work with, anything like that. And so he can go out and do like DJ shows and gigs like that, where it's like he'll go and play his beats and things of that nature. I honestly could go out and do shows without him, but we have so much fun performing together that any opportunity I get to perform, I try to get him involved. Yeah. He's really good about supporting me live too, where, when we do, I'll get offers to open for certain artists where, for example, we just opened for Nonfiction a few weeks back, sold out at the Shaskeen. It was great. Wow. But anybody that's familiar with Nonfiction, that's like a really heavy, like, hardcore hip hop. Yeah. And so some of the songs from our album are a little more soulful. Yeah. But, I have a really deep back catalog. So he'll learn songs from my back catalog and we'll go and play. We never play the same set twice, basically. Yeah. And he's really good about playing my old catalog songs in with the songs that we've made together now.
Okay. And Byron, did you what did you start doing first? Producing or rapping, or what came first for you?
I started producing first to rap. So I was writing and stuff. This was, back early 2000s. Yeah. And I wasn't real, on like the YouTube find beats and stuff. So I really got Fruity Loops and learned how to produce beats basically for myself to rap over. And over the years, I just liked producing more and engineering, mixing, mastering, that type of stuff. Yeah. And I kind of just didn't really write as much anymore. I kind of gave that the back seat and to focus on the other things where it was like I really was needed. Yeah. Because, a lot of people out in this area, it's easy to pick up a pen and a pad. It's, it doesn't cost a lot of money. Yeah. And just get your thoughts out. And a lot of people didn't really have the bed to, lay their lyrics down to. So I kind of took that helm and started to progress in the producing and engineering rather than the writing and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. But you still do some writing, I assume, right?
Not much. I'm getting back into it now.
I'm trying to pressure him too. I tell him all the time. I go, Byron, we got to put out a rap album for you on Hellhound.
I'm working on some stuff. Not a lot of people know, but I'm slowly getting back into it to, you know, bring something different to the table for the next projects we have coming up.
Yeah, yeah. And you guys, tell me about the label. You started that together, the two of you?
So I started that back in 2018.
Okay.
I had started a different record label back in 2010, and I did that on my own for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Decided it was time, you know, it had run its course, closed the doors. I had also like taken some time off. This was a little before the pandemic, but the pandemic also kind of put that into motion too.
Yeah.
I had like a 3-year hiatus. And I started doing a lot of different writing. I was writing poetry. I'd written a couple screenplays for like radio screenplays.
Really?
Yeah, I got really into like old radio dramas from like the 40s and 50s and stuff like that. And so I kind of wrote this like detective sci-fi story that takes place in Nashua in like the 50s, and I had a bunch of voice actors come, and I put like 2 years into that. And then I was right, you know, and that just kind of opened me up to, I love hip hop. I love everything that I do, but I want to create a label or some sort of distribution house that I can put all of my art out through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, so I'd spent a couple of years kind of just getting the branding right, figuring out what I was going to do next as an artist. And when he came along, it was just like I can't explain how perfect the timing was, where both of us wanted the same thing, but both of us brought the thing that the other person didn't do, where it was like, I always, you know, ever since I was a kid, pretty much, I wanted to like have a record label and be a musician and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not an audio engineer. I don't know things about bit rates and file sizes, and, you know, distributors will ask us questions, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to pass that off to my man over here.
Yeah.
And, you know, so even in my like personal goals, him coming on board has allowed me to pursue my like professional goals at a rate of speed that I wouldn't have been able to without having a partner like that was like equitably invested emotionally and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, very cool. It's like fate, really. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was perfect timing for sure, because you had just released The Howling Man, and I think you were just like, all right, like, what's next? And you were throwing shows and stuff. And I had recently just really like released my first 2 instrumentals on like digital.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was just a hard drive full of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So joining up with him, I put out a whole basically beat tape last year.
Oh, wow.
Full album. We put it on physical on CD and sold it out, and
we've released like 7 records on the label since he came on board.
Wow, no kidding.
We did 3 instrumental albums so far. We did our Meet Me in Gate City album. We did worked with a vocalist who's based out of Salem now, who is like into a little more modern style of music, and we did a project for him that Byron had curated. We have like a sampler out as well.
Yeah.
So we got super busy right from the jump, and we had a whole roster of artists that really were just ready to work. And we got really fortunate to we're at record number 10 in our catalog. I had put out the first couple Cody Pope records on my own. So as of right now, we're going into record 11 this summer.
Wow.
And so just for that like couple years of time, you know, some of the CDs have sold out and we're on second runs. Some of them we're still kind of figuring out who the audience is and how we're going to market.
Yeah.
But this experience has been like everything that I've like wanted to do in life. And so I feel so fortunate to be kind of like fulfilling all of these ideas that I had for so many years.
That's awesome. Now, how does that work with CDs now? Because some people think that I don't know if this is true. I read somewhere that in 2022, that it was the first year that vinyl. Byron, you look like you already know where I'm going with this.
We both.
You guys, That it was supposedly the first year that vinyl actually outsold CDs.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true. But
no, I've definitely read that too. I don't know if it was 22 or 23, but one of those years it definitely has happened, and it's not to my surprise at all. You know, like And I love vinyl too. Don't you know? That's the thing.
Yeah.
People get it twisted because we put so much of our catalog on CD.
Yeah.
It's just like from a consumer standpoint, a lot of the people don't understand that vinyl has insane turnaround times.
Oh my gosh!
And it's a huge labor of investment. You know,
yeah.
And so if we wanted to put 10 records out on vinyl, that would have never happened. You know, that would have cost us tens of thousands of dollars that we didn't have access to.
Months and months and months lead time.
Yeah.
You know, instead we were able to, using CDs allowed us to get artists off the ground really quickly who didn't have a platform, but could utilize our, we had venues that we booked shows at in our own booking company. We had the record label, which our office also doubles as the studio with the ISO booth and the control room and a podcast lounge and a photo area. And so artists that came to work with us had basically all of the resources at their disposal. And so it allowed us to kind of do the artist development that we grew up seeing happen, but that clearly doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
And so it was like the artist didn't have to compromise anything. All we needed them to do was show up and create the best art they could make, not sacrifice their integrity. We would be the ones to figure out how to package it, distribute it, sell it, the whole nine. And we got really lucky. A lot of these guys had never played a show before, and now they've played throughout the Northeast. They have CDs distributed all over the country. They're making really big headways, and it makes us really proud that we got to be involved in that and still keep sight of what we want to do as artists as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I do want to talk to you more about that, but I also want to hear another song. You guys want to do another song?
Sure.
Should we go with the next?
We'll go with track 3. So this one's called Superpowers. This one's for all the artists tuning in, whatever your medium is. You're a writer, a photographer, a painter, you're a radio DJ, whatever your thing is, that your art is your superpower. And as soon as you put that down and you stop wielding that sword every day, you lose touch with what makes you you. And so this is all about using your superpowers.
Nice. All right. Here are Cody Pope and Byron G live in studio, Superpowers.
Use your superpowers, use your superpowers. Otherwise you might wake up and find you lose your power. Use your superpowers, use your superpowers. Otherwise you might wake up and find you lose your power. Use your superpowers, use your superpowers. Otherwise you might wake up and find you lose your power. Use your superpowers, use your superpowers. Yo. Nev Campbell scramble, not knowing I'm Ghostface. Never an example of man showing the most taste. Slam like Titanic in the midst of a boat race. Jam just like a sandwich, I'm best with bread in most case. Lee Marvin and me, always starving for a feast. Stomach grumbling, you'll have to pardon the beast. Enemies crumbling, stumbling on their speech. That's why I sharpen my knives and I land on my feet. Eartha Kitt, flow like Catwoman's balance. Some days stoic, some days of magnum heart and malice. Signals of misery, giving me vibes like Travis. Crazy but not insane, constantly wreaking havoc. Elliot Gould cool via the long goodbye. They telling me that I'm fooled for having eyes on the prize. Cries from the audience, but critics spewing lies. This life I live cinematic, buy a ticket viewing eyes. The movies understand me better than most of my friends. Songs I hear in my headphones keep me from feeling dead. Books are my favorite authors, the sponsors I never had. When art's your superpower, the monsters are never bad. The movies understand me better than most of my friends. Songs I hear in my headphones keep me from feeling dead. Books are my favorite authors, the sponsors I never had. When art's your superpower, the monsters are never bad. Nick and I, watching Nick at Night, I may be breathless. I make art from the heart that some deem reckless. In the morning, play a Love Supreme for breakfast. Before I hit the road, I leave a pearl necklace. Do I come here often? Hallucinations of grandeur. Travel far and wide, but always come back to New Hampshire. Tropic of Virgo Pope, reading Tropic of Cancer. Suspiria to any student transfer dancer. I'm Leonard Cohen, blowing smoke with parasites in heaven. A beautiful loser who music writes like confession. Staring out my rear window, a real humanitarian. Now watch him die and watch him ride like a chariot. I won't let you bury it, you won't find the bodies. Art is giving me a life that won't make time for hobbies. Days keep moving faster, doing laps like Ricky Bobby. I'm exhibited in galleries, you locked out of the lobby.
I love it. I love it. Cody Pope and Byron G are here with us in studio, and I love the positivity. I really
Awesome.
do.
Thank you. You know, that was really important for me. You know, people that know my back catalog, a lot of what got me, I you know, have a very like dark past, much like a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And so like my first few albums really dealt with me learning how to cope and recover and deal with some of the things that I had been through. And so it was incredibly cathartic music. But looking back on it, some of it is really hard to listen to. And and I can understand why, not only for me, I mean, obviously I know why it's hard for me, but I can understand why for the average listener, it's, you know, if you're in a tough spot, listening to somebody that's trying to climb out of a tough spot, you're either going to see motivation or you're going to see struggle. And so when we got together to work on music, I had always told him, I was like, one of the things that's really important for me going forward is I don't want to lose sight of how I write and how raw and vulnerable I try to keep my storytelling.
Yeah.
But I just want to show that there's like a flip side to the coin and that I've been able to turn some of these things around. Mm-hmm. And so Meet Me in Gate City, I really feel like is like the first album where I've tried to exercise that mentality of like, look, I can address that things are horrible and everything is tough, but I need to show people that I have the strength to overcome adversity, and that hopefully they will too.
Right. Yeah. No, I like that. Absolutely. If you got any questions or anything at all for these guys, the studio line is open, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Again, we have Cody Pope and Byron G here with us in studio. Rhonda in the chat room, our friend from California, she says, damn, y'all got folks driving, looking at me funny because I'm popping and locking in the car.
Let's go.
Love these guys.
Awesome.
Shout out
Thank
to you, Rhonda.
Much love.
Yep. Jenny is enjoying it very much. She says they are awesome. I love this.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's see. Chris from the band Edgewise is asking about the label, if it's genre specific.
No.
Because he says, asking for a friend. I don't know if you guys know Edgewise. Great.
No, shout out to them. They're you know, they're definitely notable around the New England culture.
Oh yeah.
And
I even wear their hat.
Right. But no, so me personally, like I grew up in like the punk and hardcore realm. That was very much what got me into being in the music scene and caring and being as passionate about music as I am.
Yeah.
When I was like 12 years old, my sister brought me to some of my first hardcore shows, and some of my friends brought me to my first punk shows, and that just carried me through life. And so I still carry a huge love and passion for all that. And my taste is eclectic anyways. So when you look at the roster, we have a lot of hip hop on our roster, but that's also because like we're hip hop artists, and so we move in that circle, and it's easy for us to move like that. But we actually just did a record label pop-up shop at Bridge 9 Records in Boston, which is like a more like hardcore, like a kind of like a legendary hardcore label.
Yeah.
And we set up shop, and we're just talking with a bunch of other record labels and sharing game and trading records and stuff. And you know, it's really important for us to show people the parallels that hip hop, punk rock, hardcore, metal, you know, even like gonzo journalism, all of these different things that we like love, motorcycle culture, all of these things parallel in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And it's important for our music to kind of represent a lot of that like working class ethic as opposed to just like what people expect from hip hop traditionally.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont, also really enjoying you guys.
Yeah,
shout
much
out
love.
to you guys.
Shout out to Vermont. Vermont's always been good to the Hellhound crew. Our first show this year, actually, we did. I want to say it was January. I forget what the date was, but it was snowing. It was in January. We played up at Sugarloaf Mountain. We played. They have like a little bar up there where they do some crazy hip hop shows, and so we brought everybody that was on the record label roster up there and played, and it was like one of the funnest shows we've ever done. So we got a ton of love for Vermont. Shout out to Mr. Burns. Shout out to all the Vermont crew up there.
Very nice. Yeah, Chris from Edgewise, she says, love cross promotion will connect.
Awesome. Yeah, please.
Looking forward to
Please
it.
get in touch with us. Hellhoundpublishing.com, at Hellhound Publishing. You can get a hold of us anywhere. Check out all our music. We got CD samplers that we try to put in the local record stores and stuff like that. So if you're connected to a record store and you care about physical music, get in touch with us and we'll give you some free stuff to give out.
Yeah. Excellent. Also, Abort 7, one of our friends from Greensboro, North Carolina, checking in the chat as well. Yeah, so it's funny, I used to work for you guys remember Strawberries?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I used to work there. I worked at a bunch of different locations, but I remember people, and and then eventually it became FYE. But I remember when I worked there, and I left that company in 2013. But even then, people would come in and they'd be like, "Wow, people still buy CDs." And I mean, what do you guys think it is that in this digital age, some people still want a CD? I assume it's because if you're really a fan of somebody, you want the artwork, and all that. You just want everything that goes with it.
I think there's just so much that goes into that listening experience where it's like you said, having the artwork, being able to open the liner notes. One thing we talk about all the time, especially me being like an old like punk and hardcore kid, is like I learned about music through liner notes. I would be finding out about bands and I would blind buy CDs at Newbury Comics or at Strawberries off of what this band had in their liner notes. And so we try to carry that on as well and thank people from our community and artists and people that really matter to us. We try to tell the story of how the record was made. All the photography is usually done by like our team in-house. Shout out to Nicolette Ryan, my girlfriend. She did the cover for Meet Me in Gate City as well as a lot of our other albums. And so there's like that part of it. There's like the listening part of it, which is like when you put a CD in, whether you're in the car or at home cleaning the house or whatever, you're going to probably listen to it top to bottom. It's an easy play to just put on and let it skip versus having it on a digital playlist or something. We're not adverse to like the digital streaming world. We jokingly, we will say that we are from time to time, but CDs have just provided a great benefit to us. Obviously they help us fund the label and fund, people understand that they're investing in keeping our label going and helping us pay these artists, even if it's a couple $100 here and there. We're investing in keeping them going and building upon their platform. So that part of it's really important. And then there's just like a collectability to it too, where it's like, having all of the different catalog numbers and having the CDs and which artwork are you going to display on your shelf, or which one are you going to listen to in the car, it creates conversation. People have to come up and talk to us at the merch table. We know who our listeners are. We have so many of the names and addresses of the people
Emails,
that support us. And so we can contact them directly and keep that line of communication open without getting lost in we're not that popular on Instagram. We don't get that many likes on a post, so no one's going to see our next video. Those things are we're always going to have to overcome that adversity.
Yeah.
But why not have this like handshake deal where it's like, you like our music, so you're going to be the first one to get it, and we're going to give it to you in the best format and the best quality that we can do.
Yeah.
And these people, and the more these people buy the CDs, we're going to be able to do vinyl eventually. We'll keep expanding because we love physical media as a whole. You'll notice in the gift pack that I gave you, there's actually a book in there. We put out a book in 2021. I'm
gonna go ahead and open this now.
Yeah, go for it, man.
You're talking about
it. Definitely, please do. We helped co-publish a book with the Underground Writers Association, and so it's a volume of all poetry of people from like New Hampshire and South Africa. So it was a really cool collaboration that the Underground Writers Association pulled together, and we got really lucky to help co-publish that. But I've always wanted to put out books, and so that was kind of like our first foray into getting the books printed and how to learn how to do all that.
This is really well sealed. By the way, Jenny, they brought one for you too, so I'll be bringing you home one of these. But I'm thinking, do you guys want to do another song?
I mean, I won't say no.
Why don't? Because I'm thinking, if you want to do another song, and while you're doing that, I'll figure out how to open this back.
At least we know it's secure.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that orders through our web store, because now you know that our packaging is secure when you get your packs in the mail.
I can attest. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But yeah, I'll find something sharp to open it with. But yeah, you guys want to do? Should we go to the next track?
Let's jump to 7. I think
7.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You think of 6?
6 is Six is diminished. 7 is the business.
The realness. Yeah.
Oh, I have it numbered wrong. we wrote down a different set list.
That's another reason why we make CDs. Has the track listing on the back.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this song, this little ditty right here is called "The Realness."
Oh, the realness. Oh, what did I? I said
You said
something.
The Business.
Why did I?
That's a great title too.
Shout out to The Business, though. It's a great hardcore band.
There you go. All right. Yeah. Boy, maybe I need to get my eyes checked. I had LASIK and everything. I'm starting to wonder. All right. So the realness, that's the one you're doing. All right. Cool. All right. Here it is. The realness. This is Cody Pope and Byron G with us live in studio.
La-di-da, 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 da-da, yeah. La-di-da, 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 la-di-da-da. La-di-da, 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 da-da, yeah. La-di-da, 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 la-di-da-da. Yo, my life is barrenness and Coltrane mixed in a blender. Most days are complicated, beautiful if I remember. Lately though, I hate me, I can't take no more Novembers.
Nah.
My best days was a night or two, had a bender. Thought I was moving on up like Mr. Jefferson. Yet I'm a loser who just waiting for a check again. Checking in, having hard times lately texting friends. Got money coming, but so broke I needed second ends. My fam wants sunny days and happy songs. I can't relate, frankly, the reason that I'm laughing wrong. No, I got skill, though I be lapping y'all. Just need a path that I can successfully travel on. Babylon calling or maybe existence burning up. I feel bad, more of my jams ain't got you turning up. Wish when I had shows, more of you was turning up. But life goes on and hopefully we all just learn enough. Ra ra ra, the rap man yell. Boom boom boom, the bap so fell. The rawness should not deter you from the realness. That's why it's raw,
Cause you gotta truly feel this.
Ra ra ra, the rap man yell. Boom boom boom, the bap so fell. My rawness should not deter you from the realness. That's why it's raw, cause you
Gotta truly feel this.
to understand man is to crack the algorithm. Pieces I can formulate, but better give it rhythm. Hard to give the answer, start them off with a mission. To answer life is like an endless acquisition. Life be dishing me things my stomach can't handle. No money for no family, no pictures on no mantle. Matter of fact, my life feel pretty dismantled. I take the blame for some things money mishandled. A lot of this just feel a little circumstantial. Wondering how long I'll live with her financials. Ask for pepperoni,
They just give you anchovies.
can't stand baloney
From none of these damn homies.
Fingers to my head in the shape of a gun. Enough vitamin D, I'll have to take the sun. Wanna be a good enough man to raise a son, but I'm worried I'll be a failure if I can't raise the funds. I'm done.
Wow. I love those lyrics are fantastic.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, we have Cody Pope and Byron G with us. And for those of you watching online, I'm going to put the camera back on me for a moment because I want to. So this is I did get the package opened, and so this is the book that you were the wonderful book that. Oh, actually, the camera's over here. The wonderful book that you were talking about, this poetry book. Very cool. So you obviously, so you don't put out only CDs.
No. We're trying to expand as much as possible. Most of our music catalog is on CD right now, but we try to do books. We have like podcasts on YouTube and stuff like that.
Cool.
It's really just about keeping giving artists of any artistic medium that fit that like raw, vulnerable storytelling. That's really, I guess, if you had to give us an aesthetic, it's about just being creatively free, but still, being able to execute professionally and get that across.
Very cool. And also a copy on CD of Meet Me in Gate City, Cody Pope and Byron G. And there's the back of it there. And so you said your girlfriend did the artwork for this?
Yeah. Yeah, she did the front. She did all the photography for that one, as well as a lot of our other records too.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. And also a sampler, a crew called Hellhound. Now, Hellhound is the name of the label, correct?
Yeah, Hellhound Publishing.
Hellhound Publishing. Yep. Very cool. Okay, so this has quite a few. How many artists do you have actively on the label right now?
So it's interesting because typically what we do is like one album at a time. So some of the artists that we've put out records for finished their album with us and are now moving on to other things. And then we have some people that are in the midst of an album cycle right now. So we probably have like five or six active artists, but then we have like 7 or 8 in total on the roster.
Okay.
Some of who we just at this point distribute the record that they did with us.
Okay. We have a call. I think somebody wants to talk to you guys.
Hey, Matt, this is actually you calling in. Thanks for taking my call.
Wow. This is wonderful. I always dreamt of a day where I'd get to talk to myself.
I'm curious if you remembered to pick up toilet paper or if you plan to do it on the way home. We needed to wipe our little bottom.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. I did not know that we were out, but I'm really glad that I told me.
Our little bottom can get a bit messy. Sometimes it feels like we use too much of that dang stuff. Toilet paper, I mean.
Right. Toilet paper. I've never actually called
How is John Hopwood?
Oh, John
I've always thought of him as a father figure, mostly because he always tries to spank my little bottom. Right. I never let him, but he keeps asking.
This must be an AI thing. Yes, he does. How did I know that?
I just mostly wanted to say that I am very nice and very much a sweet little boy. Mm-hmm. And even though my bottom gets a bit messy, I am a nice guy and someone that people love.
Aw, that's very nice. Thank you.
Oh, and one more thing. Hopwood looks like an 86-year-old toddler, and he makes us mush up bananas for him for lunch.
Well, yes. Yes, that is...
Goodbye, Matt. See you at home in the mirror.
Thank you. Yes. Well, very excited. I'll tell you what, that's a first for me. I've never gotten to speak to myself. Now, is it possible that someone put something into my energy drink and I just hallucinated all of that?
No, I mean, I don't know. Somebody must have put something in my something too then.
Yeah. Wow. That was crazy. I felt like I spoke a little bit faster just now than I usually do on the phone. Well, maybe not. Anyway, wow. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys were here for that.
Yeah, that was the first, huh?
Yeah, that was.
Never a dull moment up in here.
That was fun. Oh, also too, in the package, just before there's some stickers here and a couple of cards. Thank you for your support. Absolutely. No, you guys, yeah, I'm really impressed with what you guys are doing. By the way, how long is, I know you told me this already, I'm sure, but how long is the label? When did the label start?
2018.
Okay. Yeah, like you guys have, so that's what, 5 years? So I'm bad at math, but it seems like you guys have accomplished a lot in 5 years. That's really impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I feel really fortunate. It took us a couple of years to like get it off the ground, but these last 2 years have just been phenomenal for us.
Learned a whole lot in these last 2 years.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. Bill Fee is in the chat room and says,
much love to Fee, the evolutionist, the lyrical revolutionist.
Our guy right there.
Yep. He says, Cody Pope and Byron Glenn are the bomb.
Let's go.
Love the songs. Yep. And
shouts out to you, Bill.
Jenny says, ooh, I love stickers. Yes, she does.
Hey, hit us up, hellhoundpublishing.com. We'll hook you up with some stickers for sure.
Yep.
There you go. Did you guys want to do one more song before we run out of time, or?
I mean, I'm not like opposed.
Yeah,
you got one more in you?
Yeah, I'm up for whatever one you think we should do, Matt. You pick.
You want me to pick?
He said dealer's choice. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
4 and 9 are skits.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
9.
I know this is
no 9's not a skit. I think 8 is.
Oh. 9 is called Chopping Stone.
Oh yeah, so that's like skit. An interlude.
Man.
Oh, okay. Or what about anthemic?
Yeah, I was either that. I was gonna say anthemic or PTSD.
Yeah,
that could be kind of cool.
So either what is that, 11 or 6?
Yeah,
6 is diminished. It says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. that's the right one though? Right?
Yeah, it is.
Can we do so? We don't play this song live at shows.
Oh.
This kind of goes back to when you're playing live, you got to keep a certain energy.
Yeah.
But when we wrote this song for the album, and it's a little bit of a concept song. I was really inspired. There's like an old Nas song that he does from like the perspective of the gun.
Yeah.
And I gave you power, and so I kind of took. Well, you'll figure it out by the end of the song. But I took something that I was dealing with and tried to manifest it into its own person.
Okay.
And so, like, throughout the song, you'll quickly pick up who PD is. The song's called PTSD.
Okay. This was track 6. I just want to make sure I grabbed the right one.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
cool.
right.
All right, cool. All right, here they are, Cody Pope and Byron G live in studio.
It's been a minute since we've done
Yeah, I was
this
gonna
one.
say, don't yell at me for having my cheat sheet out here.
No worries.
I just figure we never do this one,
No.
so it's cool to do it here for a little rare radio performance. Shout out to everybody holding on. I knew this cat PTSD, he was always testy. The type to have a few drinks, say, come and test me. PD would never ever dare to be bested, even if it means his ass got arrested. Always stressing, hard to understand why. Your man will even let the hands fly on a damn fly. One of the few whom y'all never seen the man cry. Whatever you plan to do, he's probably anti. Cynical comedian at everyone's expense. Funny till it's on you, you probably on the fence. Willing to make tears so large they don't mend. Opinions so strong, my God, they don't bend. Nobody's asking, nobody know how he doing. Look like he's winning, but really inside he's losing. Maybe not the race, but the destiny that's looming. A type of hell most certain to drag you in. Man, I can't stand the man I see in the mirror. A man that demands way more and way clearer. They say life is beauty, but some days I fear her. Less fear of death, even if she be nearer. Man, I can't stand the man I see in the mirror. A man that demands way more and way clearer. They say life is beauty, but some days I fear her. Less fear of death, even if she be nearer. It hurts him to hate and fail this hard. It's worth it to wait, they want him to stall. Don't feel like he's making it to next fall. I can't take it, can't fake it at all. Debt damage, American prosperity. Doesn't say that, only the talk scarily. Life is not a dream, merrily, merrily. These days honest is something that some will dare to be. Trying to write to those who may relate. But if you feel this feeling, I hope you find real escape. Not supposed to use I as much as I do. But when I was stuck on age, didn't wanna die, dude. Life will get better, feels like another lie too. I don't wanna live in a world where I get lied to. Don't wanna misconstrue you as on my side, dude. Just awaiting the time to say goodbye, dude. Man, I can't stand the man I see in the mirror. The man that demands way more and way clearer. They say life is beauty, but some days I fear her. Less fear of death, even if she be nearer. Man, I can't stand the man I see in the mirror. The man that demands way more and way clearer. They say life is beauty, but some days I fear her. Less fear of death, even if she be nearer.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Well done, gentlemen. Well
Thank you.
done. I love it. I love it. Guys, we are just about out of time. So I want to make sure before we go, I want to make sure everybody knows where to find you online, where to keep up with what you're doing, your website, any social media, upcoming shows you want us to know about, anything at all, just to make sure our listeners know where to find you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. It's been a blast. Honored to be here. Everybody that's been tuned in, thank you guys for all the love. Once again, we're Cody Pope and Byron G on behalf of Hellhound Publishing. You can find us at www.hellhoundpublishing.com or at Hellhound Publishing across social media. You can find me personally at Cody Pope HC. That's Hellhound Crew cross platforms. And you can find Byron at BG603.
Excellent. Excellent. Do you have any shows coming up in the area?
Yeah, so next Sunday, we're going to be playing at the Nashua Farmers Market. We're actually going to be doing a 2-hour set that day. So so it's going to be a rare set for us where we're pulling out a lot of deep cuts, a lot of unreleased songs, obviously songs from Meet Me in Gate City. But yeah, it's going to be a really special performance. We haven't performed in a while now, so this is going to be a really big way for us to kick in the door. It's the first farmers market of the season for Nashua, and being some Gate City boys, we love
Different
anything,
vibe,
anything going on. Yeah, different audience than our usual crowd. So we really love trying to cater to those kind of events. We always appreciate a good challenge, and I say that in an endearing way because the non-hip hop listener is different than the people that are going out of their way to take it in. So we always try to challenge ourselves to put on an extra special show that will welcome everybody graciously, hopefully.
And I think what you guys do is accessible in that way anyway.
Thank you. That's really our goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta die to get love from those you love. Can't always make lemonade from lemons. Sometimes there is no below or above. Life is hell and death is heaven. Sometimes you gotta die to get love from those you love. Can't always make lemonade from lemons. Sometimes there is no below or above. Life is hell and death is heaven. Jesus, I'm a creep. Take a peep, dog, barely sleep. Stuff my face when I eat in case the next time's in a week. Eat the fruits of my labor, close shades to all my neighbors. Never need me a savior, and I ain't asking for favors. Can't say see you later, not sure this time. Feeling heat like equator, forehead in this mind. Go ahead and abandon, deathbed is made. Won't meet my grave till all of my dues repaid. Up late, another victim of a power nap. Didn't mean to, but it happened fast. Took a shower, but it didn't last. I've been rolling round, playing in the grass. Stop to breathe before you drop and collapse. Life like university, don't stop the class. Never forget, just a momentary lapse. Life like a marathon, moments of early laps, yo. Sometimes you gotta die to get love from those you love. Can't always make lemonade from lemons. Sometimes there is no below or above. Life is hell and death is heaven. Sometimes you gotta die to get love from those you love. Can't always make lemonade from lemons. Sometimes there is no below or above. Life is hell and death is heaven. Dear Lord, whoever I'm trying to talk to, another ghost, invisible person to walk through. Felt a connection, then I suddenly lost you. Believing in you over me would have been not true. Survival of the fit, I'm survival to my core. Some dying to quit, I'm supplying all my pores. Days filled with demons, all testing my willpower. They ask my drug of choice, rapping is still flour. So who needs you? I don't need you like a breathing tube. I'm holding the door open, hoping that you're leaving soon. Anxiety high, I'm starting to sweat, I'm getting feverish. I'm coming down with it, yo, could you believe this ish? Life full of demons haunting, my dreams are very daunting. Chasing what can't be copied, no matter what it's cost me. Aim to execute perfect, sometimes it come off sloppy. I feel like giving up, but won't let this world stop me.
Oh, geez. Wow, it's almost 4:30 already. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let's get ready for Easy G. And you know how we do it. Courtesy of our great friend DJ Midas, host of Late Night Delight here on WMNH. Oh, Jeff Nine is in the Facebook live chat. Says good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jeff. Here we go. A little Eggman for you. For the, I think, 36th week in a row, #1 here on WMNH.
Oh, guys. Terror has a new name. Eggman.
There's no such thing.
Let's take this call, just because they keep calling. so good morning.
Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, it's 10 hours to the case, and I still don't have my ticket for Rondo.
You know what? I'm I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric. So I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But you already have a ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Trainer that doesn't have a ticket. I didn't say. I said I would try. I said egg on my face. I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid. You understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man? You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend. Wow. Whoa. You know what? The guy calls up for free stuff. You know, we take care of him. We take care of him. Does he have a ticket? He already has a ticket. I don't have a ticket. He wants a ticket for someone that may go with him. And I told him I would try to get him a ticket. And now he's upset. He says he has egg on his face.
There you go. A little bit of Eggman from DJ Midas, featuring Peter White and Easy G. Yes. And Eric did begin to Skype, and then I went to answer it, and he was gone. So, Eric, go ahead and try Skyping in again, my friend. Peter in the chat says, wow, I can be such a dick. Oh, boy. We do have a call. Let's grab this. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, it's easy. I tried to Skype in, but it wasn't working.
Well, I went to answer it, and you were gone. What happened when you tried Skyping in? Because it showed up on this
It just kept ringing on my side.
Well, try again. Hang up and try again.
All right, I'll try one more time.
Try one more time. Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, but goodbye. I think he just, I had the volume down on Skype because we were playing the Eggman song. And I think he just gave up too quickly. You can't give up too quickly, Easy G. You have to approach it with the same dogged determination as though you're calling Peter White and trying to get free tickets to something. Okay. Let's see. Eric, is that you?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I think you just gave up too soon the last time. Persistence wins out, my friend. You know, if at first you don't succeed, Skype again.
That's my third time trying.
Your third time trying. Well, I had the volume down while we were playing the Eggman song.
Oh, all right. Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, Easy G. Wow, my goodness.
I want to get that off my chest right now. I can't believe the AEW signed the Big Show.
It's a big show.
Well, if they use this for a commentator, I guess it's okay. But if they put him in the ring, come on, he's 49 years old.
You don't like it when the old guys come back for the wrestling.
A spot on the young guys.
Yes.
And then AEW learned that you don't pick up all the old guys. That's how you go out of business. WCW, all the other leagues there that folded in the past.
Maybe you should call them and give them some advice. You could call them and say, hello, guys, don't pick up all the old guys.
WCW, they made a history of picking up all the old parts from WWE, WWF.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Now, how are you Skyping in, Easy G? Is this on your phone or is it on your wonderful tablet?
The tablet store, I've been feeling the best, so I figured I'll go when I feel better.
Right. So, why don't you just donate the tablet?
I get aggravated. I can't figure it out. So
right. So is the tablet like the worst gift you've ever gotten because it's actually turning out to be more trouble than you can deal with?
A password for the crazy item. Then I think it'll be a great thing. But right now it's just I don't know.
You can't remember the password?
I'm having trouble figuring out what the password is so I can figure out how to use the thing. The thing is on, but I can't figure out how to use it without a password.
So did it come with a password and you can't figure out what the password is that it came with?
Not that I'm aware of. But anyways, let's stop talking about it. I get aggravated.
I'm so confused. Maybe the password is Eric is aggravated.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess the rumor is he's going to fight that other old part, Shaquille O'Neal from the Lakers there.
Oh, God. Didn't they already do that? Maybe the password is Eggman.
Yeah, maybe it is. But the I think they did that to try to do it in WWE days, but it didn't go over. I don't know. Shaquille O'Neal's old too. I guess he's being. I don't watch AEW, but he's a commentator now, I guess.
Michael Alber in the chat room says the password is 0000. Try that.
All right. Well, that's my 2 cents about AEW.
Do you have the tablet with you right there? You can try it right now.
No, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Alex Whiteley is in the chat room. He'll be joining us in the second hour via Skype. He says, I got beef Melissa Wellington. Try that, EZG. Perhaps the password is Melissa Wellington.
All right. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to do my crazy report.
Oh, you've got your entertainment report ready. Well, here, let me pull up your intro. Here we go.
I got a nice new folder too. It's orange.
Oh, I should. Wait a minute. Are you telling us, before I hit your intro, are you telling us, let me pull up your, oh, whoops. Wow, it's like we're time traveling.
I got a nice new folder too. It's orange.
Oh, I should, wait a minute. Are you telling us, before I hit your intro, are you telling us, let me pull up your, oh, that's very confusing, isn't it? Hang on.
It is.
Okay, so are you telling us that you've retired the big blue binder?
Yeah, I threw it away. It's all ripped.
Wow. We could have auctioned that off for charity.
It's only paper, so.
It's only paper, EZG. All right. Here it is, EZG's intro for the entertainment report.
Once a thug from around the way. Easy.
You want to know about stock market crashes, COVID-19, drive-bys, celebrity gossip? Easy G's gotcha. Entertainment report style. That's why I'm easy.
'Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
Now, Eric, EZG, Alex Whiteley is asking, who is Melissa and why did she make it into my Beef Wellington comment? Who is Melissa, EZG? Is she in your entertainment report? Melissa Wellington.
Oh, no, I don't even know who she is.
Oh, right. You should research that. She might be touring with Amanda McCarthy.
Yeah, she might get a lot of Amanda McCarthy dates. So
oh, boy, I hope Scott Robinson has his pen and paper ready. He's going to be very excited.
Oh, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to, he's not listening till later on because he's working right now, but Mr. Oh, goodness, great.
Oh, my goodness.
Robert Diane gave me some good information about the Majestic Theater, which I will be getting to in a few minutes.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
You know, the great Peter White gave me a hard time, but I was going back and forth with him in the morning show.
I'm sorry, what did Peter give you a hard time about?
He was find your own information.
Right. Oh, now Peter White, by the way, has addressed you in the Facebook live chat. He says, I say Easy and Jeff Nyan should settle their differences in the ring for charity.
Yeah, we love each other now. So.
I thought you squashed that beef, but Peter White seems to be suggesting that there's still beef. Are y'all beefing again?
When he was on the Peter White morning show, and I said, I got no beef with you. He goes, all right.
And he just said, all right. Well, so you think that's just it? The beef is squashed? You ever eat squashed beef?
It's an old beef.
You ever have like a squashed beef sandwich, or are you a vegetarian?
Oh, I have some beef sandwiches sometimes.
You have a nice beef sandwich, do you? You ever have beef Wellington?
I might have in the past.
You ever have his sister Melissa Wellington?
No.
Okay.
But anyway,
I noticed you chuckled when you said that, so I don't quite believe you.
Today's February 25th, I believe, still. You know, they say we're on the road to WrestleMania. We're also on the road to Christmas. It's 10 months to Christmas today.
Ooh, Christmas. Peter White says there's definitely beef, and he capitalized beef.
All right, well.
I think y'all are beefing.
We're going to dedicate it to three people that are no longer with us. My friend Chuck, who passed the other day, and unfortunately another friend of mine, Isaac, passed the other day. So we're also dedicated to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
Why don't you, I'm surprised you don't dedicate it to your friends Chuck and Isaac. Jeff Nyan says that beef is not over, nor will it ever be. And Peter White says super beef. Oh, my God. Easy G, there's super beef between you guys still.
My book is over.
This is terrible.
So my book is the only one that counts Peter White and Jeff Nyan.
Your book is the only... Oh, those are words of somebody who's beefing.
No beefing.
No beefing. That's what everyone says before they're beefing. They say no beefing. They say
some miscellaneous dates here.
They say, "Yo, I'm not beefing," and then there's beef.
Yep, going on this coming this Saturday. Paul Nelson. I've seen the guy many times. He's going to be the Share Brew company.
What is that song? What does that sound? Are you using a power drill?
No, it's just a update on Facebook.
Thought maybe you're drilling some beef. Peter White says the beef goes on. That's a great, that Sonny and Cher song. The beef goes on, and the beef goes on.
Well, it's going to be on February 27th at the Share Brew Company and March 27th at the Share Brew Company at 6 o'clock.
Who?
Paul Nelson.
Will he be performing The Beef Goes On?
Maybe, yeah. And this coming on. Okay, that's coming up. That's
the beef
coming up
goes
later.
on, and the beef goes on.
Here we go. Here we go. So Sunday, they came to the arena a while back and didn't do very well, so now they're going to smaller arenas.
Who?
Like Celtic Woman at 8 o'clock on March 24th at the Chevrolet Theater in Medford, Massachusetts.
Now, Celtic Women, is that the WNBA version of the Boston Celtics?
They play all kind of.
They play hoops.
They play all kind of great music, but it's not. It's all.
While they're shooting hoops.
Celtic music in it, but it's not that popular anymore. So they go to smaller arenas.
Right. Jeff Nine says, "Way to perpetuate the beef." Ooh.
I believe this was. This place was brought up earlier on the Rubber Diner Report, March 13th at 6:30. St. Patrick's Day beer dinner at La Belle's Winery in Amherst.
Now, I'm sorry, EZG, not to interrupt. I try not to do that. But Jeff Nine is saying EZG and Andy from Inklink are in the same bucket for me. So I think he's interested in maybe a tag team match. Jeff wants to tag with somebody against you and Andy from Inklink. And Peter says it's all about beef.
Yeah, Andy, I don't know, boy.
Rocky Huber says, get EZG to say, will you say snap into a Slim Jim? Just like
I don't like Slim Jims. No, yeah.
But can you just say snap into a Slim Jim?
Slap into a Slim Jim.
Oh, very nice. I have to unplug the Alexa because the Alexa's talking and I don't know why. I have to unplug this.
Remember when Macho Man used to do those commercials?
Oh, I do. Yes, I think that's what he was referring to. How about ground beef? Jenny is suggesting ground beef, not corned beef, as Michael Albert said.
If you're looking to get married soon, there's a wedding expo coming up right here in downtown Manchester, March 28th. 95.7 is the sponsor here, and it's going to be at 11 o'clock at the Doubletree Hotel.
A wedding expo?
Yep.
What is
get married?
What? They're just going to have people come and get married at the expo? You just get married? What do you like? Walk around to these different exhibits and I don't understand. And you get married? What?
Yeah, DJs there, and all kind of people that help you get married.
I've never heard of a wedding expo.
Well, they have them all the time.
Jenny is suggesting beef steak. Can you snap into a beef steak, EZG, or beef cake?
Yes, here we go. Another great performer coming up, and I believe Peter White's a big fan. Adam Endran group. They performed here.
Adam
here
Ezra group. I would be Eric. I would be very careful of speaking for Peter White that way. That got you in trouble before.
Yeah, true, but I know he's a big fan. So
the Taco Gate scandal, the entire city was engulfed in scandal and sour cream.
I know, but I know he's a big fan. So
he's a big fan, do you?
They're playing at the Flying Monkey Movie House and Performance Center. I believe it's right here in New Hampshire.
Right. I hope so.
Having an Easter Sunday brunch at the Amherst LaBelle Winery, April 4th on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And March 8th. I've seen this guy before, Michael Boulay. He's going to be performing at the TD Bank in Boston on March 8th. In the Amherst Brandon Winery, Easter Sunday brunch is going to be at 10 a.m. and 2:30. So 2 servings of great food. I believe you have to make reservations ahead of time.
Jared Martineau in the chat room has a question. He says, we just passed 2 anti-abortion bills in 2021. Can we get down to talking about how this never happens again? Your thoughts on that, EZG?
I really don't want to talk about that stuff because it's too controversial.
Oh, right. You are never controversial now, are you?
Right. So,
right.
Keep that my opinion under the table.
Under the table.
Anyways, speaking of Peter White, he's been to this event many times.
You're talking a lot about Peter. Very, very risky for you to do.
Yeah, I know. New Horizons Walk Against Hunger. That's where I met the great Peter White, and I met the great Matt Connarton there.
That is true. That is how you and I met, the Walk Against Hunger.
Like last year, it will be virtual because of the pandemic. So more information to be coming on that.
How do you say that word? Peter White says this report needs more beef. Can you include more beef in the report, Easy G?
Oh, you never know. Come along the... yes, and
sometimes beef presents itself.
Everybody knows the Fisher Cats will be having their first game May 11th, and tickets.